Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, and today I'm going to share with you how my husband and I made over this crib that we bought for our coming baby boy. We bought this crib off OfferUp. It was only $50 and it's normally a $350 crib. As you can see, it had some scuff/teething marks on it from the previous owner, but besides that, it was in really good condition, so we made sure to clean it down. We're going to take care of those scuffs and repaint this crib. After much research, I decided the best paint to use was this Lullaby Paints, and we got the color Splish Splash, which is available at Bye Bye Baby. However, there are several other stores and online websites that carry this same brand of paint. For furniture, I do recommend using the semi-gloss paint. I loved the finish of it. It turned out beautiful, and this paint is completely safe for pregnant women to use, and it's safe for babies, so it's purposely meant to be used for stuff like this, which is awesome. I really cared about the safety as far as using paint and everything on the crib. It can be a little bit on the pricey side, but you can always use a coupon if you're buying it off of Bye Bye Baby, which is what I did, so we got a pretty good deal on it. I'm also going to be using this edge detailing sanding sponge that we got from Lowe's to get out those scuff marks, as well as do some distressing at the end. We bought 2 nylon paint brushes. I recommend the 2-inch paintbrush. If we could go back and redo this, we would have just bought 2 of those because it was a lot easier to use for this project. Then we got 2 of these paint trays to pour our paint into, since we were going to be working on separate sides of the crib. And then I have some plastic drop cloth to protect our floors, of course. So Bri already removed the metal mattress frame. That way he could get inside and he was going to be painting the inside. It just makes this a little bit easier, but I do recommend having the crib assembled. I think it's a lot easier to paint it this way rather than painting each individual piece. This crib does come with a drawer as well that goes in the bottom, and we did decide to paint that separately. And I just took the sanding sponge and went ahead and started sanding those areas where there were all the nicks and the teething marks, and this did a really good job at smoothing those out. Once you sand out any areas that you may need to, make sure to completely wipe down your crib. I just use paper towels to remove any dust or any excess paint. You want it to be a completely clean surface. However, you don't want to use cleaning products on it because you don't want there to be any oils or chemicals or anything. You want it to just be completely dry and dust free. Then Bri went ahead and opened the paint can and stirred it and poured it into our little paint trays, and we began painting our first coat of paint. The awesome thing about this paint is that it only needs 2 coats and it completely seals. You don't need a sealant at the end or anything. The 2 coats of paint does the job, and you don't have to worry about it chipping or anything. So I'm just making sure on all the vertical kind of slats, I'm painting vertical, and then any of the horizontal slats, painting horizontal. So just kind of going with the grain of the wood, if that makes sense. If you're using the same paint we did, it goes on so smoothly. It's so easy to paint with. I wasn't worried about messing up or anything. It just went on so smoothly, which was really convenient. And this is how the crib looked after 1 coat of paint. As you can see, you can still see some of the black through it. It's not completely opaque. So we completely waited for that to dry, which it takes around like 3 to 4 hours for it to completely dry. So the next day we decided to do our second coat of paint. However, if you started a little bit earlier in the day, you could totally finish this crib in 1 day, which is really nice, especially if you're on a time crunch. Again, this was not hard to apply the second coat. As we were going over, we could see that it was already getting opaque and had a really nice creamy finish to it. So it does not take a lot of effort, just making sure to completely coat the crib, obviously, but it's not hard at all. And here's how the crib looked after that second coat of paint. So again, we waited for it to completely dry, and I decided I wanted to distress the edges. I personally love the distressed look. So I just went in with that sanding sponge again and lightly distressed some of the edges of the crib, anywhere that I wanted some of the black to peek through. I did this with a very light hand because I didn't want it to be overwhelming. I just wanted some slight distressing. And then our crib was done, so we put it into place, and Bry went ahead and put the metal mattress frame back on and put the drawer into place. And this is the finished product. Again, I love the way this looks. We love the color. The finish of it is so creamy and smooth. I personally love that chalk paint kind of finish, so I was a little worried that this was going to be too glossy, but it is definitely not super glossy. It's definitely more of like a creamy kind of finish, which I thought was perfect for this crib. It feels sealed and everything, and it looks smooth. I just love how it turned out. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you have ever repainted or refinished a piece of furniture before, and if so, what did you repaint / refinish? Because I would love to know. If you like furniture makeovers like this, I do have a couple other tutorials that I've done in the past on our channel, so I will have those linked in the card above. And if you're interested in our pregnancy journey and everything we've been doing to get ready for baby, I will have the playlist also in the card above and in the description. But I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!